hello, and welcome everybody to Xbox International Airlines. This is Flight 340. Is it Flight 340, Sarablo?
I wish.
Sarablo, I got a question for you before we continue. Why is your camera off today?
Oh, I'm doing a complete change in my background. I'm actually moving around some stuff. So
Oh,
soon
okay.
soon you'll see the changes. I'm gonna be in a
You
new
remember on some stuff?
yeah, I'm moving
I,
around
I,
some
I I think
stuff.
I think you're getting hit by that chancleta. But anyways, chat. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are awesome. And let's start with this awesome, amazing show. Introduce the future XBI boy band. Ha 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 ha! Ha.
What?
No.
You guys, what? No, what? We're gonna make a boy band. Y'all wait later till we go to the show because we're gonna discuss on why we're gonna become a boy band. All right, let's
Oh
keep on going.
my god.
Let's introduce. Wait. Oh my God. What? Hey, I got valid points on that. You'll
Just
see. All right. Let's start with the panel, Mr. Silent Cipher, the man who keeps using that grill with a lot of love. Oh man, he made some yummy burgers this weekend, man. I wanted to taste them, wanted to bite them, man. The man who built his computer to play old video games. What was that old game you like to play? On there?
Command and Conquer, or the
Man,
original Grim Fandango, or Phantasmagoria, or Clive Barker's
oh,
Undying. God,
wait,
the list
wait. I
keeps
got a
going.
question.
wait, don't.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but I'll control myself. Remember, PG
Okay,
show.
I was gonna
No,
ask. Don't tell me you're like Louis and you haven't played Monkey Island.
No, I
no,
haven't.
we haven't played.
What?
I've never played
Oh
that
my
too.
Sorry,
god.
I haven't played The Adventures of
Yeah.
Guybrush Threepwood yet. My bad.
Yeah. And also the man who loves Nintendo to death, our handsome Captain Mr. Silent Cipher. How are you doing today, sir?
Wait, what?
I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and disregard the nonsense that you were just speaking at the end. But I'm good. I'm good. We're halfway through the week. I'm only one more day away from the work week being over for the week, so I am stoked. Let's
So
get
wait,
into it.
you only work till Thursdays?
Every other week.
Every other week. Yep.
So you got Fridays free?
Not every
Not every
Friday.
Friday.
Not every Friday?
This is where it gets confusing. Let's just keep going.
Okay, we'll
Just
keep going. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay. But I get confused with things, so yeah, let's keep on going. Now introduce my brother Sourbllow, the man who cheats on multiverse. He is the biggest cheater out there on the multiverse. Silent, you were not there. You should have seen him cheating, but he was a cheater. And
What?
also, the man whose son is making his kill ratio in the Master Chief Collection better. The man with the record, and we all know what that record is, right, Silent? Mr. Sourbllow, how are you doing, sir?
Okay, before I respond to your question, let me
What?
let me put things clear. We
What?
were playing a match. It was me and
Mm-mm.
Dark versus
Mm-mm.
Plume and Crazy Lou, and Plume was actually carrying Crazy. Crazy was just doing the same thing over and over, and he didn't do anything else. But
What?
we finally figured them out, and after
Mm-mm.
that it was
Mm-mm.
just a one-sided battle. So I feel
Mm-mm.
sorry for Plume that had to carry with Crazy. If
What?
he had a better partner, maybe he would have done better at the end. But unfortunately, he had to deal with
What?
Crazy. But I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
That's
I
good.
was having you know, there's some things going around, but as soon as I saw today was Wednesday, that made my day. So pretty
Yeah,
good today. I feel great
it
today.
has been one crazy hectic week. I mean, we got a lot of shows going on. I mean, seriously, damn, a lot of shows and cool games, huh? Which we will talk about later. And now, introducing the man who is the world champion in the multiverse. Yeah,
Oh
the
my
one
god.
who kicked Sours and Dark's butt with Shaggy. Yeah. Your fun host, Mr. Crazy Louie. Well, guys, I am doing pretty fantastic. Like I said, it's one crazy and hectic week. And man, let's have some fun tonight because tonight we're going to talk about the future of XBI's boy band. Yep, we're going to be the BSB of the future. Okay, let's go. Let me check with our passengers first before our brother Sourblue goes through the flight itinerary. So yeah, let's check out with our passengers. Let us start off with Mr. Dron TJ. Hello, brother. So happy to see you here hanging out with us, man. Hello, hello, hello. Who else is here? The fifth horseman. Hello, hello, brother. Happy to see you here. Fantos, sir, welcome. And also happy to see you here. Let me see. Jordy. Oh, man. Jordy had a discussion today about somebody playing, here's the word judgment, I think it was, on Twitter or something. And I was just grabbing my popcorn and eating it and having so much fun with that discussion. I was just watching.
Hey, crazy.
What's up?
I just had to come in through the back door. I'm almost set this record straight. You suck at multiverse.
What? No, I don't.
I have the video, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna personally make a promotional video that I'm gonna send to Sebastian on the XBI Twitter handle to run from here to Christmas to show how bad you are in multiverse. Like, you were so bad that it looked like a person that has never even touched a controller. Like, I literally went to sleep and I still won the match. So I just wanted to throw that straight. Hey guys, how you doing? How's everyone? I just had to set the record straight. I just had to set the record straight to make sure your lies. To the big plume who's watching, he was carrying that team like he was Michael Jordan. And you know what? You were the hot dog stand guy.
I was
Plume's back must have been really sore after carrying
yeah.
hard.
Just want to let you know, we know you as #GoofyLou. Nobody calls you Godlou but yourself. Thank you. Everyone have a nice day. Enjoy the show, guys. And I'm listening. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was an awesome appearance by Dark.
That was
setting
awesome.
things straight.
Yeah.
Oh, so like I said, even Elaine got on this. I mean, Elaine picked on me yesterday. I mean, literally,
You deserved it.
You deserve
why did I deserve it? I mean, literally, y'all have like an XBI pick on Louis squad. No worries.
Dude, you were sitting there and you're like, oh, look at this baseball. What happens if I throw it? And Elaine came over and was like, bam!
Oh,
She launched that sucker. She home run that sucker hard.
Anyway, thanks for everyone in the chat. We are going to cover lots of topics, so I'm going to go briefly through the flight itinerary. We're going to cover some, there was a bunch of showcase. We had the Disney showcase, which I'm sure Silent Cypher loved that one. We had the Ubisoft showcase. We had the State of Play. We had the Nintendo Direct. We had so many showcases. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with 343 Industry, what's going on with the Activision Blizzard purchase, and many other topics. Those are just some of the topics we're going to cover. So I'm going to pass it to our captain. Our captain is gonna give us our in-flight announcement. So go ahead, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Sour has turned on the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please stow your food and beverages next to your desk, underneath your seat, or in front of you. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. And also make sure that your seat is set back and that you have hit that notification bell. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking are not prohibited on this flight. However, any nonsense about Mario Rabbids being better than XCOM will not be tolerated. If you have any questions about the flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you. Back to you, Sour.
I think it's back to me though. But
Okay,
anyways,
before you take it crazy, let me just say something. We have a few announcements to make throughout the podcast. So please stay tuned. We have some things to talk about. But Crazy Lou, let's go through the next segment. What's the next segment?
No, before we go to the next segment, I gotta ask y'all I have two questions for y'all today. Besides asking you, what have you all been playing, right? You got that question, right? And also, I got one more question. I mean, guys, we have not talked about this. Kapow! Look at this baby. This is an Elite Series 2, right? It's going to go into Design Labs. I mean, guys, what color are you guys going to get? Are you going to buy one? I would love to know if the child is going to get one, too. I mean, I want mine pretty pink because, pink goes with my eyes and matches my nails. So yeah, I want my controller to be pretty pink. How about you, Silent? How would you like your new Elite Series 2 controller from Design Labs to look like? And what have you been playing, brother?
I would like my Series 2 discontinued and replaced with a Series 3 that has a proper share button. Yeah. Guess what has two thumbs and is kind of a jerk today? This guy. I'm just make it a Series 3 and let's get this done with. Put a share button on it. Let's just seriously, let's quit messing around with this. I'm excited about the customization for those who decide to spend the money. But what have I been playing? I've been playing a ton of Saints Row, and I am having a blast playing that game. I've put a lot of hours into that game so far, and yeah, I'm very much on the same page with a lot of what Jordy said in his review that we talked about a couple weeks ago, and I think now. It's good, man. Like, I wanted more Saints Row, and it is very much Saints Row. It is what I was hoping for. And granted, I'm not playing the same characters that I would like to play, sure. But, you know, like, I don't have my Shondi, I don't have the President, I don't have all those characters. But I feel like the new characters that they've introduced have grown on me. And I've had a lot of fun with it so far.
You know, I was in a Twitter chat earlier, and they were talking about like some guy named Jim Rob, and they was like, "I hate Jim Rob. He deserves to die. I mean, I shot him in the head." I was like, "Okay." I actually Googled who the hell is Jim Rob. I was like, "Who's Jim Rob?" I mean, they're shooting him in the head. I was scared there for a second. And then they were like, "No, it's from Saints Row." Like, "Oh, okay." I thought it was a real person, though. I was like, "Damn." You know, I got scared. I was like, "Damn, these guys are all aggressive." You know, I got scared
man,
today.
you gotta do car capture missions for Jim Robs.
Yep. Pablo, how about you? I mean, aren't you excited for this kapow new controller? You know, Elite Series 2. What color are you gonna get? I mean, like I said, pretty pink for me.
Well, honestly, I didn't know you were gonna talk about this. So might as well just kind of announce it. I'm gonna be doing some extra content, and one of the content is, you know, I'm actually not only getting the Elite Series control, but I'm also getting the Elite Series core control. So I think I'm gonna do an unboxing of both, kind of compare it, and I'm also getting some other stuff I'm gonna unbox.
So wait, am I confusing the controllers? Isn't it the same controller though? Core controller and
they have some slight differences. So you know, okay. I'm just gonna open it. I actually have never owned an Elite control, so you're gonna hear my perspective from someone that hasn't owned one. So you know, if you're interested, you know, stay tuned to the channel. That will be coming hopefully soon. So let's see. I am excited. I'm not gonna run through Design Lab because I already have them pre-order and ordered. One of them is actually coming soon. And then what I've been playing a lot of Witcher 3. I got over 50 hours already. And I also yesterday I played a game that Silent Cypher loves. I was playing Halo Infinite with my buddies, Carlos Angels and Michael. I'm not sure Carlos Angels here today, but oh my god, we had so many fun matches. Like there was one match that we were literally losing stronghold, like 145 to 35, and we came back and won it. And then there was a flag. We were losing 2.0 and we came back and won it. It was great. I had a blast.
Say the truth. That's when your son came in and grabbed the controller. You guys came back and won. That's what happened. We know that. You know, you got to be honest, though.
Oh, I got to say, my son, he's almost beating Reach, actually. So.
See, I told you I wasn't lying about it.
I'm pretty impressed with him. He's only 6.
Guys.
So.
Sorry, guys. That's my cell phone ringtone. I love Peacemaker. Sorry about that sound. But yeah, sorry about that. But, yeah. You know what I've been playing, though, guys?
Yeah, what you been playing?
I literally sat down yesterday and I turned on my Super Nintendo. I was like, let me play for a while. I started playing Donkey Kong, and all of a sudden, it froze. I don't know why it froze my Donkey Kong Country game.
Nice.
Because I can play a little bit of retro. Yeah,
you got a working SNES. That's
No, it's
That's
a little
nice.
one. It's a mini. It's a
Oh,
mini.
okay.
yeah, the
I
mini.
thought I thought
I'm getting an original pretty soon. I already found a person here in DR, and I'm gonna get one. And pretty soon I'll come up with some sick consoles. I mean, they're getting back a Dreamcast, a PS2, and next is gonna be the Super NES and the N64. I'm gonna get all those consoles back. I will. I will.
Nice.
Yes, I'm working on that. I'm working on it. But yeah, I was playing Donkey Kong, and then I was like, let me sit down and play Mario RPG. I played Mario RPG for like 4 hours, man. That game is so much fun. I don't know why they never made part 2. That is such a cool game. And Silent's
Yeah.
like looking down. He's like, no. He's like, no. He's about to say no.
Sports.
But isn't maybe
No.
I'm wrong. Isn't Paper Mario like an RPG or no?
I don't know about that. I did not play Paper Mario.
I haven't played it, but I believe
Paper
it's an
Mario was
RPG.
good. Yeah, I think. It had
So
some elements,
maybe that's the reason why, you know.
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Speaking about paper, guys, I think it's time for me to start climbing this piece of paper, right? Let's climb this piece of paper.
Oh
piece of
my
paper, right?
god.
I was wondering how you were going to transition that. It's, yeah.
Hey, it's a pretty cool transition. I mean, you can climb paper, can't you?
Sure, crazy.
Crazy
You
Lou's
can't.
big for that one.
We can't climb it? Oh, man. But
Keep
anyways,
going.
though, let's get into the climbing effect. The in-flight appetizer, which is rapid news. And, man, I'm going to switch a little bit things around here today because, hey, why don't we start off with our favorite subject? And let's talk about the mobile games that came out this week. I mean, not came out. I mean, they showed it this week. I mean, how many mobile games did they show?
Crazy. Wait.
Let's talk about that.
Are you
What,
really
what,
want to? Do you really want to talk about mobile games?
I mean, I got a list here on my cell phone. Let's start with that long list. Y'all want to talk about it? Chat. Y'all want? No one to talk. Okay, well, no, man. We'll skip that long list and let's go to shows. This past week, it's all about them shows. So, guys, I'm just gonna ask 3 simple questions about every single game because seriously, they showed a lot of games on these shows. I mean, we had an incredible week of shows, right? So the simple questions will be: will you play it? How did you find the show? And how will you rate it? Those are the 3 simple questions. Okay, let us start with Disney Showcase. Did you guys like the new Mario Kart type racer called Disney Speedstorm? Silent Cypher, did you like it? Are you gonna have fun with it? Play it?
No.
No?
Oh, Lord.
Holy crap, that was fast. What you saw, bro? How did you find the Disney Speedstorm?
Honestly, the only thing I was hyped for this show, I just gotta take it out of the bag. The only thing I was hyped for was the Amy Hagen game, and the showcase. The way they showed it actually did the opposite of excite me. It kind of got me worried now. Now I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is a game I really want. So for me, this showcase was a waste of time.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just mad about something. They took my name, man. She took my name for my game. I think she's here in our podcast. Sorry, we gotta copyright it.
What do you mean? I'm confused.
The Untitled Louis game. She took Untitled, Captain America, and Black Panther. She took the Untitled from my title.
There was already an Untitled game.
There is one. Which one?
The Untitled
Louis game.
What is it? Goose
Game.
Yeah, Goose Game. Remember, that's where the name came from. We were making fun of you because you were chasing Goose.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Short memory, Lou.
There is a game called Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah.
I gotta look for that, yeah.
It was actually on Game Pass. Way back.
General C says, I'd rather drink 150 beers than play a mobile game. I'm with you there, my buddy General C. Let's start the drinking. I'm already down 5.
I gotta confess, I do play Clash of Clans, I think it is.
See?
But I play it in my lunch break while I'm at work because I can eat with one hand and play with the other hand. So That's
then-
what I do.
But then let's go with the list then with mobile games. I mean,
No,
since you
no,
like
no,
it-
no,
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 no.
Oh, what do you mean? No,
I-
no, oh,
No,
man.
no,
I
no.
like Jordy's take on it. He says, "I'd rather eat 50 tons of spam than play a mobile game." That's fair. That's
Wait,
fair.
isn't Span that ham that's pretty good?
And canned ham.
Can ham.
Canned ham.
Yeah.
Is it good
Yeah.
though? I mean, I tried it, but
It can be. You just
It
have
can
to
be?
cook it right.
Okay, but is it healthy?
No.
Oh, crap.
Depends. Do you like 4,000 milligrams of sodium in a single meal?
Oh crap! No, we don't want that in our bodies. No, no, no. Hell no to spam. But anyways, I did like the Disney Speedstorm. I want to see more stuff about it. I like cool car games, like that. Where you can blast people off the track and everything. That's pretty cool. So I hope they keep showing off more on that. The Untitled Captain America game. It's more like a story-driven thing. So I don't have anything else to say about that, I guess. So let's keep on moving forward, guys. I think should we? Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go now to the Ubisoft Showcase, which was shown on Saturdays. Oh man, they show some pretty cool stuff. I mean, we got Skull and Bones, new Riders Republic Season 4 coming out and free on all platforms. Oh man, we ought to give that a try, guys. I mean, we gotta grab one day and sit down. How many players can join us and play that game? Sarah, can you look that up?
It's a lot. It's like 24
I think
people or
it's a lot.
something. It's ridiculous.
24 people, man. We should play that for what's it called?
Community night.
Community Night. Yes, for Friday Community Night. That would be a lot of fun, huh?
I was
Get
actually
25 people
that
on
that game does interest me. I was just waiting for a nice discount.
You
together.
know what that game reminds me of? It reminds me of Extreme Games. Y'all ever play that in PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady comes and says, more money, more money, more money. Yeah. Heck yeah, I remember all that. Woo! That was such a fun game. Oh, man. But hey, how about them Skull and Bones? Are you guys excited for Skull and Bones? Will you
Nah.
play it?
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
No? No? Okay.
Nah.
I guess.
The Sea of Thief killer? No.
See, don't tell me they called it that, because if they called it that, seriously.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanna
Oh
rant.
yeah. I heard that.
They literally said that there's going to be the Sea of Thieves killer.
Oh yes.
Okay. Good job, guys. Every time
Illusions of grandeur.
they say that, it goes backwards. That's why you should not say this is the killer. I remember, what was that game that with them robots, people getting inside the robot suit? What's that game called? Crap. It was from EA. It was like National Anthem, wasn't it? Anthem something. Is it that?
Anthem?
Yeah, Anthem. That's the game. Yeah.
National
That's the game.
Anthem. Oh
Yeah,
my
something
good
like
lord.
that. Yeah.
He was so lost.
Yeah, I was. But either way, though, I remember that game. It was gonna be like the Destiny Killer, and no, he actually killed himself. But let's keep on going up, guys. Hey, they announced a new Division game. Was it a game or was it a map? Which is Heartland. Are you guys happy for the new Division Heartland?
I guess.
No.
Sure.
You guys still play Division? Oh Lord.
I'll try it.
Chat,
I've been needing to get back into Division 2
Yeah.
anyways, and so it'd be fun. Maybe jump on
Yeah.
that, play with some folks. I
Yeah,
know there's
I
a
agree with
handful of people, especially in our community, that's interested in playing it.
Yeah.
I know Mav, Pong, a whole bunch of other folks are playing right now. I think too. Fuzzy, some of those guys, PTK. So
Yeah. Chat, you guys can join in the fun, man, and tell us if you're gonna play those games. I mean, I would love to know. I know a game here that I know Silent Cypher is gonna love to play. Trackmania. Oh man,
I don't
a
even
new
remember.
racing game for Silent Cypher, right? You're gonna play Trackmania, Silent?
was the question, will I play the game?
Yeah. Will you play the game, Trackmania?
No.
No.
I was waiting
I
for
thought
that. It wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
as funny because I was waiting for it.
The surprise
Oh, man,
is gone. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sad, man. I'm pretty sad. I thought it
No,
was a pretty
Track-
cool game.
Let's
Trackmania
get
is good.
let's get to the good
Trackmania is
part.
good.
Crazy. Let's get to the good part.
I'm getting there. Just be patient, because again, yeah, getting there. Now we're gonna jump into Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is all about Basm. I mean, when you guys were talking about Assassin's Creed, I was like, who the hell is Basm? I was like, who the hell is Basm? And then I remember that's that guy from Valhalla. I was like, oh, that's that guy from Valhalla. This is game. Okay, I finally got it. I was like, why is everybody talking about Basm? This, Basm, that. I was like, what the hell is Basm? But I totally forgot about Basm in Valhalla. I played the game and I was like, that's how lost I get in games, right? And I was like, who the hell is Basm? And I remember he was from Valhalla. Yeah, it's the game for Basm. Are you guys going to play Basm? Or no, Mirage. I mean, Assassin's Creed Mirage, not Phasm.
Silent, you gonna play it?
You gonna play Silent? Goodness,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll probably.
Right. Yes, we finally got a yes. Finally. Oh, man. And they also got a mobile game we can talk about. I want to get on the mobile stuff. Nah, you guys don't want some. Just messing. But yeah, they also got a mobile game called J. But yeah, let's not get into that. But yeah. How about you, Sour Blow? Are you going to play Mirage? You look at it, finding it interesting?
I'm honestly, I'm torn apart. Like I liked what I saw, but
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into Assassin's Creed in a while. I kind of lost a little bit of interest in the franchise, but
Okay.
who knows? Maybe I'll be back. But
I-
it definitely looked good. It interests me,
Yeah.
and I also liked some of the other things they showed that I'm sure you're gonna talk about.
I was gonna ask you though. Would you like it to be like a story driven like continuation, or just want to because again, I wish Assassin's Creed would keep on with the continuation stories like back in the day when you had Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3.
Well,
And-
I think that's off the, out of the question because well, I'll just say it because Assassin's Creed Infinite, which they they also talked about, and clearly what they're gonna do is they're gonna branch out to a lot of different type of Assassin's Creed all over the place, which it's fine, I guess. There's a lot of things that honestly, like, except the mobile one, they all caught my interest in different way because I was excited for different things. Like this one, Mirage, was the one they showed, which they showcase and it looks great. I love that they're going back to their roots in a lot of things, and then they also presented Red, which is gonna be in Japan. So
Yep. And Hex.
and Hex, which kind of looks with witchcraft, which is got me excited because it looks interesting, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a take on Assassin's Creed with kind of like a little bit of like mystery and like witchcraft and all that. That's kind of
Right.
intriguing.
Just in case it's not the Salem witch trials. It's something that happened
No,
in
no.
1630. Just in case people don't get confused with that, because people were telling me what Salem was at Salem, but Salem was in the 1800s. So
Yeah, but it's still it's
Yeah.
interesting because it's
yeah,
something.
it's interesting.
It could be
It's interesting.
as I hope that they don't take the approach of just recycling the game and that it plays the same way. I hope they make changes to that because I want a different feel for that game because it's it
Yeah.
feels like it could be a different game and it could be exciting.
Yeah,
Sour.
look what.
Sour, while we're on you, real quick, there's actually a question in the chat. Would you like to see an AC game in the Inca time period, similar to Prey the movie?
Oh, that'd be
Wait, what's
cool.
that?
Inca,
But
Mayas, all that.
Yeah, like
Wait,
Mayan
but
timeline.
Prey
Mayan
was in
time.
the Inca time period? I don't remember that Prey was in the Inca time period.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I gotta
but-
Google
Yeah.
that though, because didn't the Incas have that big old volcano machete thing that can cut horses through? That with
What?
volcanic rocks. Wasn't the? Oh, no, that was the Mayas.
No,
my
the
bad,
Inca,
my bad. I keep
the
confused.
Inca was in
Yeah,
in
Yeah, I confused.
in Peru.
Sorry, that flight went right over my head.
And I don't I don't even know what you're talking about. Volcano that shoots. What the?
No,
What are
no,
you
no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no. I think it was the Mayas. They had like a big sword with volcanic rocks, like it was a dark volcanic stone or something that they literally strung it and they chopped off horse's head. That was how strong that device
I'm
was.
gonna tell you this.
What's
I
that?
don't know what the Mayans were on to. Like they have like the weirdest story. Like they just completely disappear out of the face of the earth. So,
They
they're pretty weird.
That's it.
but anyway,
That was nice. But anyways, let's keep
We're
on going
shifting
forward. Yeah, we
topic.
gotta keep on going forward. Yeah, yes. And so, General C brought up a cool idea. This should be a AC Louis game.
No,
No,
that's not what he said.
AC Atlantis.
Atlantis.
And
That
yes,
that
I
would be.
agree.
Oh
That would be
yes,
good.
that would be cool.
What, Atlantis?
Yes.
Yeah, do you know
Yeah.
what Atlantis is, Crazy?
Isn't that the
It's
sea?
not. It's not where a giant chainsaw comes down
Wait,
from the
wasn't
sky and cuts people's heads open or anything like that.
I thought Atlantis wasn't that the city where what's his name
Oh
the
Lord.
guy who talks to fishes what's his name Aquaman.
Doctor
Wasn't it?
Doolittle. I'm
Yeah, that's,
surprised you
Oh
didn't said
man.
that.
wait, what's wrong with that
Oh
though?
man.
I know what Atlantis is. That city that got buried, underwater. Yeah, I know what it is.
That got burnt underwater. You know you can
It
get
got
burned
burned
underwater.
underwater? No, I did not say it got burned underwater.
I think
That's
that
Pompeii,
home.
though.
I think that home run that Elaine did bounced off of Louis's head before it went into a home run. Because
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
there's some
no.
trauma. There's some
Crazy.
trauma today, I think.
Was
Yeah.
there anything
But-
else on that showcase?
Oh man, I just want to say, the Little Mermaid Crazy Louie game. That would be a weird game. I mean, nobody wants to play a game with me wearing the bikini top and running around. Nope. That would literally be a total fail. Oh, let's keep on going, guys. Okay. Oh, this is the part I wanted to talk about, right? Guys, I'm gonna give you an idea because I mentioned this earlier in the episode. Let's make the XBI boy band, right? We got Just Dance 2023. Come on, I can be the dancer, right? I can be like, dancing like this, just doing all the Just Dance moves and stuff like that. And then what we can do is we can put Sour Blow as to learn the guitar from Rocksmith, right? You can learn guitar from Rocksmith, right? Sour Blow or no? No.
Crazy. I'm gonna cut you out real quick.
What?
Because I'm gonna go on one of those quick breaks I take. But anyway,
Okay.
this
Okay, go.
this Just Dance 2023.
What?
I was kind of pissed because I feel like this game should not come out every year. It should just be one game, and they should just update it and add music
Yes.
and add the movement.
Yes.
I
'Cause
totally agree with you.
I already purchased. I got 2022. So why do I need 2023 for? Like it makes
Yep,
no
It's just like
sense.
buying.
You could have
It's
just
just like buying sports games. It's just new rosters.
and
It's
not
villainous.
even because at least the sport game, and which I don't agree with. Sports game coming out every year. But this is
Yeah.
even worse because it's like it's not like you're adding like a graphical change or anything. It's just like it doesn't change as much. All you're adding is the music, the dances.
New
this-
music.
Yeah, this should just be
Mm.
added. Or at least, if you want to make more money, then fine, that add DLCs every year. But, like at $10 or something like that, $20. But don't try to sell me the game again when it's just I don't agree with this. This is
And now I got a
Crazy.
curious
curious question for you, and I think Chad's pretty much on the same page as I am. Why do you have Just Dance?
to play with the wife.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys heard that? So I would love to. We should see a video of you doing Just Dance.
Oh, I'm an expert on that.
You're an expert on that.
Anyway, I'll be back like the Terminator.
You'll be back. Where are you going? You'll be gone again. Well, record guys, another one coming up. Well, now it's time to jump into Silent Cypher's favorite game, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, October 2022. Oh man, I imagine Cypher's gonna get his Mario Rabbids game on, aren't you, buddy?
No. No. If I want to play a game like that, I've already got XCOM. And I don't have to deal with Mario or Luigi or Rabbids or any of that crap.
But that is the best part of that game, I mean, that game is so
For
cool.
you?
You get not for me. I never played Rabbids though. I mean, I'm just saying it's got Mario with guns, man. You want a game with Mario with guns like that? You got Rabbids.
No. I didn't want 40 iterations of Mario games anyways. I wanted new IP.
You want a new IP?
Yeah.
So,
Which,
anyways,
granted, the first Rabbids was a new IP for them. I'll give them that.
so
But Mario.
I didn't finish my boy XBI boy band idea. I was gonna put you as the lead voice, the singer. Sour will be the instrument. I'll be the dancer. You can make a pretty cool boy band
Why am I the lead singer?
because you got the voice for it. I can't sing weird shit.
Okay,
You got the
that's
whipper.
true. That's fair.
true.
That's fair.
That's
I'll
fair,
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Sir, are you going to play Mario Rabbids?
Am I gonna play my rabbits? I don't know because my Switch has been taken away. and has not been given back. I even bought the Metroid game and it's over there in this plastic still. I haven't opened it up because I have not received my Switch. So yeah, I'll probably play it next year. I'll probably play my Metroid Prime next year, and yes, I'll probably grab my rabbits along the way. The first one, play it, see how it is, and and if it's intriguing because I like the idea of it. I mean, it's got a pretty cool idea. The whole schematic about the whole game is pretty cool, and I'll probably get part 2 if I like it though. So let's see how it goes.
Have you ever played XCOM? Just
No,
real
but you
quick.
know what? You know what I played on Commandos. You ever play Commandos?
Yep. I actually just played a little bit of that like a week ago when 3 came out.
That is
Week and a half, whenever that was.
That is such a fun game. I miss those type of games, huh?
Yes, they're good.
There was one in Xbox One that was pretty good. It was like a samurai game or something. It was made in Japan.
Oh yeah, you're talking. What was
that
it?
game
It's
was
like
so good.
Shogun something.
I forgot the name, but it's such a good game.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Uh,
It was number 2, I think.
Yep.
But yeah,
So-
that one was really good.
So Sour's not breaking the record. I guess Sour got stuck in.
No, I'm here.
nowhere.
I'm back.
He's back.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, I already broke the record.
Oh, there we
again.
go.
Yep.
Mr. Dark actually cleared it up. Shogun Shadow Tactics.
Tactics. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I knew
that
it was
is-
Shogun something. I just
Yeah, that is such a good game.
couldn't. That is a really good game.
Sour, how about you? Are you gonna play my rabbits or no?
No.
You said it quick too. Well, now it's time to move. Well, wait. Before we go, because I didn't ask you about the Disney show because I know what rating you were gonna give, so I wasn't gonna ask you all. Ubisoft, what rating are you gonna give that show?
I would say the Assassin's Creed kind of saved it, so I'll give it like
say?
a 6.5.
6.5 out of 10. 1 out of 10. How about you, Salon?
Yeah, I mean, I think if all you had given me was Assassin's Creed stuff, I would have been good. I think the mobile docks it down very much, like
Yeah.
he said, to about kind of a D, honestly. Because
Yeah,
I'm sorry, like, yeah, I get mobile's a big market, but
Yeah.
make a different
know-
show for it. Like,
Yeah.
show it to someone who cares. You're not going to
You-
get the people that are playing standard, like, full-on Assassin's Creed games playing the Assassin's Creed mobile game, because most of them can play that Assassin's Creed game cloud streaming onto their phone.
It's
So-
incredible. Oh, keep going.
No, that was all I was going to say.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say a lot of people are just working on mobile games. I mean, look, even Netflix has joined Ubisoft. They're making an AC series. I imagine how that Assassin's Creed series is gonna be.
Oh,
think
speaking of that, before we move
Could be
on,
good.
I'm seeing that new Cyberpunk series that's coming to Netflix, the animated one. It's having great reviews. So
Oh, that's good. That's good, man. That's good news. And that's another TV series I'm gonna watch. Yes, because I have to get into that game. General C told me something the other day about that game that I said, all right, that's gonna get me into the game, but I won't mention it here. Haha.
oh my,
But anyways,
I can only
speaking. Well, you imagine what?
No, just go
Nothing.
ahead.
Keep going.
Yeah, okay, just in case. All right. But anyways, it's time to move on to Silent's favorite subject, Nintendo Direct. I know Silent Cypher's really happy to talk about Nintendo Direct, aren't you, Silent Cypher? I know you
Heck
are.
yeah, man.
Oh man,
I have so many good memories of playing Nintendo, like 30 years ago, and I just
You do?
I wish that Nintendo could time capsule my memories and just continue to give me games in that exact same vein without ever deviating,
Yep.
and charge me the same price for them for that 30-year period.
30-year period.
Tell you what. I mean, Nintendo kind of gave me the, you pay me $60, we'll go out to the back, I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it even.
Okay. Oh damn. Rochambeau you for it?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, let's talk about one of the best games I saw out there, and that's part of the XBI Boy Band 104. Because Sour, you were in the bathroom at that moment when we were talking about the XBI Boy Band. I said you were gonna do guitar and instruments.
No, I
Cypher
was
gonna
here.
do the
I was
boy-
here.
I'm going to be
Oh,
the
you were here?
lead singer.
Oh,
He's gonna be
about
the-
no, not that part.
I think we should get Colt to come in and be the lead singer for that, though.
You think so? Hello, Mr. Grasso, and welcome. Let me say real quick hi to all these people. I already said hi to Fifth Horseman. Hello, General C. Hijos is here. Stuffy. My Shava brother is here with us. Hello, Jedi Knight Pete. What's up, my brother? We had an interesting conversation this Saturday. How are you doing, Jedi Knight Pete? Well, let's keep on going with the show, guys. While we're on Nintendo, Nintendo showed a pretty cool game. It was called The Rhythm Final Bar Line. You get to play all those cool Final Fantasy songs. Weren't you happy about that, Silent?
I'm sorry. My ears were allergic. What was that?
Oh Lord, he's gonna say no again. I was hyped up. That got me pretty happy. You get to play all those cool.
Which one?
Final
Oh,
Fantasy Beat
oh,
Rhythm, Final Bar Line. No, nothing. No reaction. How about you, Sour? Did you like it?
I'm gonna save you some time because honestly, I didn't watch I didn't watch the showcase. I did saw like 2 or 3 trailers, and I saw some of the news. So I did saw Zelda, the next Zelda,
Okay.
which
Alright.
super excited.
I-
And I also saw the Octopath Traveler 2, which
Okay.
because of the news that's not coming to Xbox,
Right.
I can tell you right now the showcase it was probably gonna be like in the high like 8, 9s or 10s. So for me already, I'm telling you it's a 1 because Octopath Traveler is not coming to Xbox.
What?
I'm pissed.
It's not coming. It's not coming to. It probably will in the near future.
Well,
future.
right now I'm pissed.
Okay.
Want to play out,
All right.
bro.
I understand, buddy. I understand. But anyways, let's keep on going on. I think I should go down the list because I know Cypher will say nope on everything else. It's just you didn't see the show.
Just tell us.
Just yes
Just
or
just
no's?
just tell us
All right.
what you're excited about.
Okay, well, I'm excited about Oddballers because it looked like a Mario Party game. I thought that was a pretty fun game. The Oddballers, what I saw, I was like, man, this looks like a pretty fun family game to play with people together. And I do not know what the hell is Pikmin. If
Oh,
somebody knows
Pikmin.
what Pikmin is,
Yeah, I know what's
can
like.
you all tell me about it? I have not seen
Well,
anything about Pikmin. But okay.
There's a game
also
right
got-
now in Game Pass called
Uh,
like Tinking, something like that. That looks similar to
Tinking.
like Pikmin. What's the
Pikmin?
name of it?
Okay.
I think General C knows what I'm talking about. I think I saw him
It
playing.
probably does though.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. I knew.
What was
Tiny King. I was so
Tiny
close.
King?
I was
King,
close.
It's pretty close. Okay. But anyways, I know there's a game right there that I know Silent Cypher would love to play because he loves to cut that grass. It's called Harstella Fae Farm and Story of Seasons, A Wonder Life. Would you play those games, Silent Cypher? Because you love farming. You get to farm, pick apples, tomatoes. No. Okay, his reactions to everything.
I'm so excited
Yeah, we noticed that.
to sit there and harvest grass on my 4-inch screen. It's great.
Well, anyways, let's keep on going forward. Well, guys, I'm gonna just mention the cool stuff. We got Fire Emblem Engaged, which comes out January 2023. Fatal Frame, which I'm a big Fatal Frame fan, and did I just say that wrong? Fatal Frame fan. So I just hope that they keep on making them, and I can't wait to get my hands on that. Fatal Frame is such a cool game. If you guys have never played it, guys, sit down and play it. I mean, it's out for Xbox. Seriously, play it. Give it a go. Fatal Frame is pretty cool. Bayonetta 3 is coming out October 28th. That's another game that I know a lot of people are waiting for. It's going to be pretty cool, pretty awesome, pretty fantastic. Octopath Traveler, which Sourbolt is pissed about. Doesn't want to talk about it. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Oh, man, another Kirby game coming out in February, and I did not put the date down.
Oh, they announced another Kirby game. What
Yes,
is
they
what is
do.
this? Is it a 3D platform?
Yeah,
2D?
It's a 2D. It's a 2D. It's a
Okay,
2D.
nice.
It looks pretty good. Look for it. Watch the
I'll-
trailer. It's going to be pretty cool.
Okay,
Alright?
I'll check that one out.
And oh man, when I heard this announcement, dun, 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 okay, you guys know what I mean. 007 finally has been announced, man. That had me really happy, really excited. But there is a but which really put us in depression that we're not getting the online on Xbox. That really totally depressed us.
Yeah,
That was a
well,
big down.
to my understanding, real quick, maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I saw. It's being ported to Nintendo, and the way it's being ported, just like it was like kind of like an emulator, and that why it kind of could read the controllers and you kind of can play online. And then the Xbox version, since it has like some enhancements and some stuff, apparently that's why you can't play it online. So it's kind of good in a way because we're gonna play a better version, but then unfortunately we're not gonna be able to play online, which kind of sucks. So it's kind of like
Nice.
it's a weird situation. But for me personally, before I pass it back to you, when I had the N64, I used to like playing the campaign for 007, which I'm probably gonna play it again for the achievement. And the game I would actually play multiplayer was actually Perfect Dark. So for me, it's not a huge issue because Perfect Dark was my multiplayer to actually go to. So sorry for the other guys, but go ahead.
Speaking about something, I mean, Tony Grasso put something on the chat that grabbed my eye. Sour, have you played You Suck at Parking? Because you really need to sit down and play that game.
I beat you last time on Forza, just saying.
You cheated you on last time on Forza. We know that.
I think it just released today, didn't it?
Yes, it did release today. So, Sour, get onto it because you got to perfect your car skills, especially on online car games. I don't know about real life, though, but damn.
I may have tagged you in more than 1 or 2 tweets today about that game releasing, Sour Blow.
Oh, I think I saw one of them. Okay.
Oh.
No, but I actually might try it because it's getting good reviews. I was actually reading one that the person said, they had a blast playing it. So let's try it. Yeah, definitely.
It says, General C says, Louis and Sour should challenge each other to a park off. Yes,
it has multiplayer?
If it has multiplayer, then we'll challenge each other, especially Silent Cypher. We'll add them to the list.
Sounds like an amazing community night experience right there.
It's not fair though, because Crazy is his own boss, so he's gonna take time off to practice.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
We know what you do, Crazy.
We're gonna jump on to play the game, and granted, it just came out today, so from now till Friday, somehow he'll manage to have played it for 96 hours before we play.
Crazy will be like, let me call my boss to get time off. And he'll talk to himself. He'll like, time off.
Probably do that too. Yeah. Good idea though. I should give it a go. But nah, if I play, I'll try it tomorrow night real quick. Just give it a go because I'm hooked to Mario RPG. It's such a good game. But anyways, my thoughts on 007. Hey, I'm pretty excited about it because hey, we're gonna play the better version of it. Okay, that's cool. I'm sad it doesn't have multiplayer line, but again, I just want to sit down and play it. Just remember, what was that level you had to like rush through? I think it was the last level. You got to beat it in order like 2 minutes or something, and all that stuff, and in order to get the cheat, out. There
guys, sorry.
What?
To Tony just beat the campaign, and then play Perfect Dark multiplayer. There you go. I solved all your problems.
But we need to get Perfect Dark out there. But that's so the subject. And last but not least, let's mention the Zelda Tears of Kingdom, which will release. What happened?
You skipped right past me on 007.
Oh.
Oh, my bad on that.
No. You know what? Let's go on to Zelda. Obviously, you don't care. It's fine.
We do. Okay, Silent Cypher, let's hear you about the whole 007 thing. You already...
No, it's fine. You don't want my grouchy old man takes. It's fine.
Yeah,
my hey, you kids get off the lawn. No, okay. I'll make it nice and quick.
Okay.
This thing has been in the oven for how many years now?
Ooh,
and so there's been plenty of money sunk into this thing over time. So the controller thing that Sour mentioned, I think is ridiculous.
Oh.
Because we're talking about Microsoft that could have easily footed the bill on that. But apparently they decided to be cheap on that situation. And so that's why we couldn't get multiplayer. I think more than likely Nintendo decided that it was going to be exclusive to them and that was the only way it was going to happen. And if that's the case, I feel like that's a scenario where you cut your ties on it and you say, okay, nah, we're good. We're good. Because in the process of releasing that game, I remember a quote from Phil Spencer back in the day that said, "We want you to play this game and it to be the best experience and available on Game Pass."
Yep.
And
Right.
so if I can't play multiplayer on this, it is not the best
But
experience.
let me tell you this though,
And
Simon,
they gave it to Nintendo.
real quick. Not to be defensive on Microsoft side, but to my understanding, it maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then you're right. But it's not a Nintendo thing. It's more of a thing that it's a workaround, which might get available on Xbox, but we just don't know. That's why. Like, it seems Xbox is not advertising it, but we might be able to use it. That's from what I understood. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll be able to use it, but we'll just grab a buddy and do split screen, or maybe LAN party it. Like back in the day. Thank God
Yeah.
Xbox is smaller, because
Well,
remember
Well, sure,
We'll
crazy.
arrange
I'll fly
Man.
silent from Utah over to my house.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
Couch buddy.
we don't have your kind of money, crazy.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyways,
all of this, I'm happy we're getting the chop back. That's all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
anyways, missed opportunity on Microsoft's side if that's the case. That was quite a waste of resources if it was the case. But feel free to continue on.
All right. And I was mentioning Zelda Tears of a Kingdom release date, May 5th, 2023. Will we see the new Switch around there? That is a question that we need to be answered soon. But anyways, I'm not going to ask that much because I don't know if you all see the trailer. I know Sour was excited about it. You already mentioned it before. And Silent, all you say is nope. So, rating for the show for me, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with the show. It's pretty cool for me. Sour saw only 3 things, so I don't know what his rating going to be.
I told you
Simon
already. It's a 1.
yes.
No Octopus Traveler to Xbox is a 1.
Octopus.
Octopus.
Yes.
Octopath Traveler, not
Yeah,
Octopus
whatever.
Traveler.
I'm pissed.
Oh, Lord.
Doesn't matter.
Octopus Traveler. Oh, Lord. You're even worse than me, man. I know. Silent gave it a 10 out of 10. He sure loves Nintendo. Yeah.
I gave the time that I saved not watching that a 10 out of 10.
All right. And let's jump on the last one, which is the state of play. Oh, man. Tekken 8, baby. I saw that trailer and wow. Woo. Cannot wait. Sour, you were excited about it too, right?
Oh yeah, it looked good, but I'm still skeptical. I don't. You know, it wasn't actual gameplay, but you know, it definitely looked good. So yeah,
How about you, Silent? How did you find it?
That trailer gives me vibes of when we first saw Tekken 6 way back in the day, and it was only a CG trailer, and I was like, hot damn, this looks good. This looks so good. And then we played the game, and it was like, looks all right.
yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, as far as the visuals and stuff go, I've kind of given just an expectation now that like it's not going to look like they advertise, because it just never is with those games. But that being said, man, they supported the crap out of Tekken 7. And so, you know, if they do the same thing they did this last time, yeah, I'm all on board. I loved me some Tekken back in the day.
Yeah, Tekken's a lot of fun. I agree with you guys there. Now this is a game that looks really interesting. I was like, whoa, this looks awesome. Like a Dragon Ishin. Your thoughts on that, Silent? Let's start with you first.
With me?
Yeah, Like a Dragon Ishin. From the guys who make Yakuza.
Yes. This looks good. And I'm excited.
Me too.
I don't have much more than that. I'm excited. Anything tied to the Yakuza side of things, yeah.
How about you, Sarah? I mean, me and you had the same reaction. We found it pretty amazing. It looks like a fun game.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. It's I believe it's it is in the Yakuza universe. So yeah, it definitely looks good.
Oh, yeah. There's the Hogwarts DLC that looks spooky. Haunted Hogsmeade Shop. That was that like out of nowhere, but okay.
Was that why they started charging $50 more per
I,
console? Was
I
that
think
the
that's
was that the
that's.
content?
I
Um,
think that was it. Yes, yes, sir. I totally agree.
Sweet. Okay.
Then we got a new game for Silent Cipher, Pacific Drive. I was like, man, this Evil Dead driving game. That's what I felt like it. It looked like Evil Dead because it wasn't Pacific at all. You saw like hell, all hell broke loose in that game. That's a new game for you.
Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah.
Okay. How about you? How about you, Sour?
it looked interesting. I'm intrigued with that game.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Like I said, all hell broke loose. And there's a Sin Duality, which is a mobile suit gear game. I mean, when I saw that not a mobile game, just I'm saying like mobile suit, like like
Yeah.
gear.
Mobile
Okay.
suit Gundam type of
No,
thing.
no, yeah, my type of thing. I saw that game. I was like, that was pretty fun. That was another game. I was like, this looks intriguing. Sour, did you like that trailer? Sour. Did Sour
Oh,
die on
sorry.
us?
What was that? What was that?
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Move on forward because he
What
told his
game?
face
What
down to
game was
sleep.
it? What game was it?
Oh, Sin Duality. Sin Duality.
Oh, it looked good. Yeah, it looked good. It reminded
Okay.
me of another game.
It's
So sorry about that.
it looks kind of fun. I'm gonna give it a go. It looks pretty cool. Now let's get to some heavy hitters. I mean, look at that, the Stellar Blade game. Wow, which was before Project Eve. That game really had me intrigued. Did you like that trailer, Cipher?
Yeah, it looked good. I want to see more
And will
before I make a judgment
and
on it. But
and
yeah,
and will you play it?
if it comes to PC, yes, I will. I will be on it.
You won't play it on PS? No. Okay.
Are you gonna buy me a PS?
Oh, okay.
It's coming. It is coming to PC, I believe.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'm
gonna
wrong.
be.
I'll play.
How about you, Sour Blow? I know you're excited about that game. You were talking about it.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
game.
great.
Honestly, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
At least it looks awesome. Let's see when it comes out. But I am excited to play it, and let's see. To me, this game and the next one I know you're gonna talk about were
Yep.
the two like gems of the showcase.
Yep. Which is Rise of Ronin. Oh man, that Rise of Ronin was wow.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I saw that. I was like, man, I'm getting that game. Anything that has to do with samurai and swords, man. Those are my type of games. Anything that has to do with swords are my type of game. That's what I love. Silent, did you see that? Did you like it?
Yeah. No,
Are you
it,
good?
it looked really good. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
And I
When it comes,
Quick question to you guys.
for it.
We do know that Xbox, had a great relationship with Team Ninja. This
Yeah.
coming out exclusive to PlayStation. Could that mean that maybe the relationship has shifted and now maybe they would start making more games to the other platform, to the PlayStation platform, kind of like From Software? You think
maybe?
that's something that's possible?
I
Mm.
don't know. I feel like they. Yeah, I mean it. You can't rule it out, but it feels like there's a lot of relationship there, but there's also bad blood there from previous instances. There
Yeah.
was God, I'm forgetting his name now. What was the guy's name back in the day? Way back.
But
Ninja
the
Gaiden
the
days.
guy that left, I forgot his name.
Oh man, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
forgetting.
but he
But
left.
anyways,
He
like,
made his own studio.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if maybe there's still some remnants there from that time frame that maybe, see how things went and took it personal. I mean, who knows? It's stuff we will probably never know. And that's backdoor trading stuff that we will never hear, I'm sure. But I mean, maybe Sony's trying to scoop up another one that's kind of a smaller dev team. Could happen.
His name is Tomonobu.
Tomonobu Itagaki. That's right.
I-
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Itagaki.
Thank you. Okay.
Sal, what was that question again? Sorry about that, Brody. I got lost when you asked halfway.
No.
Oh yeah, Dark did too.
Do
Thanks,
you
Dark.
do you think that relationship could shift, and now Team Ninja could start making more exclusive towards the PlayStation platform rather than, you know, with Xbox, since they had a great relationship in the past. But now,
It all,
kind of like what
it all,
happened with Front Software.
it all depends. It
Yeah.
all depends. It all depends. I mean, it depends on how they sit down and they have their talks, and if everything goes good, then everything goes good. It depends on how good that relationship is on either side, though. But if they had their issues with the Xbox, then probably since Phil Spencer's not the head, probably things could shift back, or I don't know. Things can change, In the gaming world, things can change. I mean, remember the whole Scalebound thing, and the whole Platinum Games being silent about it. Now all of a sudden they came out of nowhere, like, "Hey, we want to work on Scalebound, bring us back." So things change at the end of the day. So who knows? Probably so. So yeah. So last but not least, because we're not gonna talk about IDA Xbox because we know they mentioned Sound of Iron, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But did they show pretty cool stuff with Sound of Iron? No. Okay, so last but not least, let's talk about that controller of God of War and more God of War gameplay. Will God of War be a contender for GOTY against Elden Ring? What do you guys think about that? I put a hard question there, right? Let's start with you, Sour.
Well, if you saw the stream we did,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't like the PlayStation controller, like how it looks.
That
I think it's a much better controller, but I don't like the look, so that didn't impress me. And God of War, it looks like God of War, not to critique it or not
Yeah.
to it looks great. I mean, it looks wonderful. I knew it was gonna showcase great. I was just wondering why they haven't shown much gameplay, which they did show some more gameplay, but
Mhm.
they still haven't done that. The usual where they would do like a 15-minute gameplay and really showcase the game, which I'm just wondering if they're just doing it because they just want people, just to show as minimum, so when they do play it, you know
But
they are highly surprised, or who knows. But hopefully it's that first option, that they're just wanting
yeah.
people to be super impressed when they start playing the game.
Mhm.
We did see a lot of changes, like a lot of enemies and stuff like that. It looks good. It looks good, and
It looks good.
yeah.
I love how the trailer was really, it really gave you like a good impact. Like you saw the trailer, it's like, man, this actually looks like a lot of fun, and this game looks really, it shows the action it has in it. Like yeah, I'm Kratos. I'm gonna go kick some butt. That's what I'm here for, you know. But I wonder if they do have that button, in case the boy gets aggressive. I always wanted that button, like where you can, you know, knock him on the head, like, be quiet, boy. I wanted that button, but no. I hope they put it on this one. How about you, Silent? How did you find that trailer? Do you think it's gonna be Gothic contender?
I think Sour hit the nail on the head. Um,
Yeah. All right.
it looks like God of War. I I'm yeah, I'll probably play it at some point, but I'm
All right.
personally not super interested. But do I think it's going to be a contender? I mean, yeah, there hasn't been very much that's come out this year, sadly. So I'm sure it'll be a contender, but I think Elden Ring still takes it.
Yeah.
Um, Personally, I think Elden Ring walks
Yeah.
away with it, and deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Totally
I
agree with you.
they they've held the zeitgeist throughout the entire year pretty much. So unless there's something really sketchy about those video game awards, I'm pretty sure that Elden Ring's gonna walk away with it, as long as everything is done justly and properly on the reviews.
Totally agree with you, buddy. Totally agree with you there. And the rating for the show before we head out to the main topics. Sour,
What was that?
the
The
rating of
rating.
the show? Rating.
Oh, the rating of the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it, honestly, for what I was expecting, because of expectations. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it a 9.5.
I'm with you there. How about you, Silent? 9.5 with you too?
I'd give it a soft 9 For sure. It definitely, I didn't think they were going to be coming with much of anything because they tempered the expectations pretty hard, which we haven't seen recently with some of the other groups. And so, yeah, probably a 9.
All right, cool. So, guys, before we head off to the main topics, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and also hit that bell so it can tell you when content and XBI goes on. So, Silent Cipher, please, it's your turn to take off with the main.
Oh, dang. All right, well, yeah, so just before we end up moving on to the main topics this evening, I did want to just touch real quick on an awesome little bit of news that ended up coming out and landing in the last couple days. The fact that the coalition has announced that they're doing an ongoing suicide prevention pledge. I think this is really cool. I feel like it came and went. It didn't really get much coverage. But I think it's a really cool thing. Like the coalition, they've pledged to make a multi-year donation, and it's going to be 1% of the net revenue for all Gears game purchases or merchandise. Well, and merchandise, sorry. Moving forward for like a multi-year situation, and it's going to give to organizations that would work to prevent suicide and combat loneliness for troops. So I think that's really cool. I mean, honestly,
nice.
like, I don't feel like there's enough out there, enough resources and enough support for it. So I just thought that was a really cool thing. Sour mentioned it to me as well as a thing to throw on here, and yeah, I just wanted to bring some more attention to it. You can find it. You can find it on Twitter. They've got the post on there, and I'll throw it in the description as well. Just so we can try and get it out there a little bit more. But I think it's really cool. But yeah, so good on Coalition, good on Microsoft on that one. And now we are going to shift. We're going to shift to the main topics. And we've got a couple lofty ones. Again, it feels like the last couple weeks we've had some pretty intense stuff.
Before you go to the main subject, these subjects, guys. There's an episode in South Park, right? It's where Cartman is looking for his father, and in that episode, it says, "Who is Cartman's father?" It says, "Is it Jimbo? Is it Chef? Is it?" That's what I hear each and every single week when 343 comes out and ABK comes out, right? I hear, what happened in Halo? Like, for example, who left Halo 343 or who left 343? Was it Bonnie Ross? Was it something? Or, each and every single week I hear that same disc just repeating in my head. Like, oh, Lord. Yeah, go ahead, Silent. Take it away.
That was an interesting connection. I appreciate that. Yeah, so getting into the first topic, speaking of 343, there's the conversation of the fact that 343 Industries founder Bonnie Ross, the studio head, is leaving the company.
Yep.
So on Twitter and I think kind of all over the internet, she ended up posting her own little like farewell, in which it said, "Well, I had hoped to stay with Halo until the release in the winter update. I'm letting you know that I'll be leaving 343 and attending to a family medical issue. I'm incredibly proud of the work of everyone at 343 Industries and what they've done with Halo Infinite, the Master Chief Collection, and the Halo TV series, and so much more. It's been an honor to serve alongside the team for the last 15 years and to be part of that universe that I love. Thank you to everyone in the Halo community for the support. Halo's future is bright. I cannot wait for you all to experience what we have in store and to cheer alongside you as a fan at the Halo World Championship in October." So yeah, so that was the tweet that she ended up posting. Obviously stating a medical condition that has her leaving sooner, and before the winter update. So unless plans change fans can still count on the Halo Infinite Season 3 kicking off in early 2023 when the content's already been revealed in the roadmap. Um, potentially this causes some slight turbulence. We'll see. But they already did have a few folks lined up to kind of, I guess, separate out her job, essentially. So that way they could kind of take on the responsibilities. It's interesting because it's 3 different folks on it, but I'm forgetting the first name of the guy that took over.
I know it's Pierre.
Pierre Hintz, yes.
Okay.
Or Heinz. I'm messing up the last name, I'm sure. But yeah, so he actually was tied to Master Chief Collection. He was one of the folks that actually kind of spearheaded bringing that to a pretty good resolve and kind of fixing some of the issues previously, which could potentially mean a really good thing for us moving forward with Halo, hopefully. There's still some issues that remain kind of unresolved, and again, like we were talking about earlier with like the Team Ninja stuff, I think there's some things that we will never really know the full story of, but I kind of get a feeling that engine, the Slipspace engine, is possibly a cause of a lot of the delays that we've seen. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion.
Before that, speaking of
Yes.
the Splitgate engine, I don't know if you mentioned it. Maybe I missed that part, but
Slipspace? Yeah, I just mentioned.
David Berger, the lead developer of the Split engine.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
also
Slipspace.
left. Okay, he also left.
Yes,
the
so
studio.
that
Okay.
and that just got announced today, if I
Yes.
remember correctly. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the guy that made the engine to add more fuel to this current fire that's going on, it was announced that he's leaving as well. So the first thing, because obviously it's always a sensitive situation when someone's potentially got medical concerns or something that pull them out of a job. So the first thing that I do want to ask though is, do you think this change is this actually going to get 343 back on the right track? Is this going to speed things up and actually get Infinite back to a better position? Bonnie Ross leaving and these people taking over her position. So Crazy, go for it first.
I mean, if they get the right setup and get the right people to sit down and say, okay, let's do this right. Let's get it working. Let's make this game way better than what it is before. I think they can do it, but it's gonna take them time though. It's not gonna be easy, because I mean, there's a lot of things going on like in 343 right now. I mean, we got people leaving left or right due to medical conditions and stuff like that. So hey, just in case though, Bonnie, wish you the best on the whole medical stuff. And who also left today because of a medical thing?
Was it David Bridger? Is that what you said?
David
Sal?
Bridger? Was it David Bridger? Sorry.
Yeah, David Berger.
Okay, Sour's kind of lost today. Ever since he turned his camera off, he's kind of lost.
No,
today.
no,
So
I didn't know you were asking me.
what? Oh, look, Louis, get out of Sour today. Get
No,
out of Sour.
you didn't
That's what happens to Louis.
you didn't mention my name at the beginning.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we did.
Yeah, we did. See,
Okay.
Louis, get out of there. But anyways, though, wish you also the best, David Bridger. But like I was saying though, this you gotta fix a lot of stuff over there, 343, and it's gonna take them a little bit of time. But if it's going to be good, let's see what happens, because I have faith in that game, and I think it's gonna turn out great. What do you think, Simon? Do you think it will turn out great at the end of the day?
So just like I said to Giant Knight Pierre just now, is like, it's the hope, right? Like I enjoy Halo. Halo brings me back to the first Xbox. Like it's some of my first memories with Xbox, playing LAN parties, doing all that type of stuff. The thing that worries me, and we had some off the air conversation, obviously, with a couple of our friends, who they know who they are, especially in this conversation. But the fact that we're kind of stuck in a situation where it's a tale of two Microsofts and a
Yeah.
tale of two visions, right? Is, you know, this game, when all this stuff started happening with 343 and everything, with 343, they're kind of stuck in between two different stances completely. Because you had them at the time of Don Matrick, you had them at the time of the Xbox One Microsoft, but then you've also got the Phil Spencer Microsoft now, and it's a different stance, the two of them. And so I feel like there's so many things that possibly I think it's going to take a long time to fix some of the issues. Like Jedi Knight Peter also mentions the slip space engine. Can it be fixed? I really think that that engine is probably a major part of some of their issues that they're dealing with. Um, and the question is, like, can they throw a bandage on that, or can they actually work with it enough to get it to a point where it's working the way they want it? Because obviously, like, them hitting all these delays, I feel like there's got to be an internal struggle, and I don't think it's just management. I think it's probably also banging their heads against the wall, trying to make the engine work the way they want it, right? Because it is a new engine. We haven't heard a lot about that. We honestly, again, we will never hear the whole story, but it kind of feels like the management side of things obviously was a drastic change, and so some fresh blood in those positions, I'd say, is probably a really good thing. But I wonder if that engine is going to be a problem as well. Um, losing couch co-op as a thing and seeing these constant delays on the timelines makes me worried that there's more maybe than just a management issue or just an engine issue. Like, it feels like there's a lot going on here that, again, we will never see. I hope it gets patched up, and I hope that these changes help them get on that road. I'm gonna remain cautiously optimistic because I feel like if this is an issue, it's gonna take a while to patch up. Dower, what do you think? Do you think the engine's a problem? Do you think that's one of the concerns that we're running into, and no one wants to get out there and put the brave face on and be like, "Hey, man, this engine is a garbage fire."
Well,
Like, is that a potential issue?
well, I think I have mentioned it before, and I don't think the engine is garbage because we do have a wonderful like core base game.
Yep.
I think, well, part of the problem, I think their first major problem that maybe that was their first issue was that they had a vision for Halo Infinite, which I still think is a great concept of what they want to achieve, but I think it was more than what they expected. You get what I mean? Like, they had this core game, which, when it came out, everyone was satisfied with the game. And most of the players were actually impressed with the gameplay, the story, the multiplayer. Everything was, like, perfect. But then it got to a moment where, like, hey, we need more content. When is the content coming? And I think that's where the engine comes into play, where, like, there were some things that got delayed because they couldn't get it on time. They couldn't get it to work on the engine. And I think another huge factor is that since this is a new engine built from the ground up, not many people can just jump from Unreal Engine, from Unity, and just come in and do their magic, do their work. So you kind of have to train them, and they have to go through the process. And then after they go through the process, the thing is, will they want to remain on a studio that right now it's going through like so many issues that that's kind of a big problem right there. And I think that's the thing. And going with the whole game, the slip engine, not many people could just jump in and work on it. And then they kind of bite on more of what they could chew on. I think a huge step is going to be definitely Forge, because that's gonna liberate some of their stress. Because once people start jumping and making content, making maps, making game modes, because it's gonna be something like I envision this is gonna be like their version of like kind of like Roblox, where people just create so many things. Like the game's completely different to Roblox. You can find there, and I think that's what Forge is gonna become. And I think while that content comes at the same time with them organizing, which what that's what they're doing. They're organizing their roadmap. They slow things down. They're like, you know what? We're never gonna satisfy people like right now with the roadmap we had planned. So might as well let's just do a huge delay, and from season 3 on, which is what I hope it's gonna happen, we're gonna constantly every 3 months come with a new season and come with updates, and as things get fixed, the content they're making, and also all the Forge content, I think probably within the end of 2023, hopefully, I think the game will be completely different, and hopefully it could come back.
Do you think the question is? Do you think will it bring back players? Because here's something that I've been asking
That's
a
a
lot of
good
people
question.
around. I mean, will it bring back players? And I always tell people, yes, it will. I mean, look at me the other day. I was watching people playing Battlefield 2042. They're saying, "Hey, it got better, it got better," and I was like, "Okay, let me install it. Let me give it a go." I installed it, gave it a go, and I was like, "Damn!" I was telling you, Sal, but I was like, "Man, it got better. It's different. It feels good." Um, a little bit of still glitches going on, like I got on the ATV and I was invisible, and all of a sudden, like the building had, another building sticking out of it. I was like, okay, but stuff that happens, that needs to get fixed. But hey, the game is getting better and better, and so will people go back to Halo? That is a question that I
Yeah.
ask myself, and I
I,
tell everybody, they will. If the content is great and people talk about it and
I,
people are playing, they'll be like, "Hey, let me drop on here and check it out."
I'm
But
gonna
if it's
dive. I'm gonna dive real quick. I'm gonna take
yeah,
that question and I'm gonna dive into my magic crystal, my crystal
all right,
ball, and I'm gonna tell
all
you
right,
what's gonna happen.
which we can't see, but it's cool.
Yeah, you can't see it. That's a
Yeah,
mystery.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, I think the reason Halo is gonna come back is first because of Forge. Forge is
All right.
definitely gonna help it. But the thing that's gonna happen is that I think is gonna happen. The OG Halo fans, they're not gonna like this Halo. They're not gonna like this Forge movement with people creating
Mm,
all these different modes. But I think this is gonna bring a different kind of like different people into the game, that they're gonna want
yeah.
to create maps and they're gonna want to play these type of maps. But then eventually, if the team does catch up and they start bringing the content that the real Halo fans wants to play, the competitive side and the OG players, then they will bring the Halo community also. And that's why I think this Halo Infinite could be huge, but Forge needs to hit, and they really, if you can really create that easily the maps they showed, then I think Forge can be huge. And then you also have to bring back the Halo community, because at the end of the day, Halo
Can,
is not Halo without their community.
can you imagine like a Forge, like a what's it called, Warthog Rumble, like everybody on a Warthog facing each other, shooting each other up, and see who wins? That'd be pretty cool in Forge
See,
mode.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with the friendly pest in the chat.
Yeah.
Hi, by the way.
All right,
Um,
fantastic.
I I agree with what they're saying on this. They say, us Halo fans, the OG fans, cut their teeth on custom games and making their own rules.
Oh, well,
Like
that's true.
that was
Yeah.
the majority of our time playing those games back in the day. Because we didn't, I mean, with the exception of XConnect and some of those shenanigans to allow us to make it as an online multiplayer game, all we were doing was playing those games together on LAN parties, playing them
Yeah,
for hours and hours and hours. So what
and
did you do to break up some of the tedium of a capture the flag or something? You started adding new tweaks to it, new additions to it, new rules, things like that. The same thing with Halo 2. Like, even when we jumped online and you could start tweaking these things, you started seeing stuff like zombie happening and stuff like that. Like, I don't think it's going to scare the OGs away because we're all very familiar with that. That's what we grew up on. I think the problem is the constant delay of being able to make that content. Like, when Forge actually comes out, that will be a major step in the right direction. I would agree with Crazy in the fact that I do think that some folks will come back for sure. I don't think it's going to be near as much as they need to make this thing a thriving ecosystem, though.
I mean,
Because I feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot by killing off the good word and the favor that they had initially. Now, it is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It is on Game Pass, so that will allow them to maybe get more attention and more traffic than they would have in previous generations.
Not only in Game Pass, it's also free. You know, you don't need Game Pass to play Halo multiplayer. It's free.
Yeah. So
is Forge gonna be part of the campaign package, or will it be included in the free to play?
That'd be part of the free to play. I'd imagine.
It should be.
Making multiplayer.
If they close that down, then that would be a huge mess. They gotta make it free.
They gotta make it free. Definitely.
They gotta make it free to play. Don't lock it down.
Let me publicly, real quick, apologize then to the Halo community and the OGs because I'm actually not an OG, so maybe I'm wrong. So I apologize.
Our OG chops. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you mean by the LAN parties. The thing is, back in the day, I remember that. Like I said, you know, with
Dude,
the
that was
007 game.
That was what we did, man. Like we did blood gulch races in the Warthogs. That was what you did at that point in time. Because we didn't have multiplayer the way we do now.
I had to grab my TV, like pretty much tie it around my waist or something with a rope and just take that heavy ass TV. It was a I don't know,
and that was when we were still using CRTs. And not LEDs and LCDs and stuff like that.
And not only that, then you had the Xbox, which looked like a big bulletproof vest. You know, I had to like put it on my chest. You know, like tie it up too. You got it. It was all of that stuff was heavy. You got to take it to a friend's house. Oh,
you remember the backpacks? Remember the backpacks that were custom made to hold the Xbox?
No, I did not remember that. I didn't get one.
Oh man, dude, we sold those. We sold those at the video game store for a while, and they had different ones. Now, granted, they came in kind of more in fashion towards the 360, but they had the ones for the original Xbox, and it basically it latched around the X, and it showed off the gem on the top of the system.
Oh, really did?
It was super nerdy, but it was a time, right? Because, like you said, you had to huff around that massive TV. Like even a 19-inch TV, like what I had at that time, was like $125, 150 pounds. Like it was ridiculous. So
they were heavy. They were heavy TVs. Oh, the good old days. Even to play Command and Conquer, you know, to play LAN party, you got to take your computer. And you're talking about this desktop, which like the screen was like. I think computers were heavier than freaking TVs. The monitors, I think they were heavier.
Oh, I don't know why. Monitors? They were
heavy.
Yes.
They were heavy.
I didn't do any LAN parties with my computer until I got to a LCD screen. Because I was like, nah, we're good.
Did someone say LAN party?
Yeah. LAN parties, yeah, man. We'd get together, play Call of Duty 2 in LAN and Call of Duty 1 in LAN party and stuff.
Oh, I used to do it with Warcraft 3, taking your whole CPU.
Doing the tower defense and all that stuff.
But man, I'm gonna say something though. If they make the content and they make it good, people will come back to it. I mean, I have no doubt to that because I mean it happens to me in Fortnite a lot. There's some seasons I'm like, okay, I won't play this season. But then when I see, like, you know, for example, okay, this isn't like, for example, this one had Darth Vader. I was like, wait, it has Darth Vader? I literally sat down on Saturday and just played. I was like level 30 or something and literally played to level 100. I got my Darth Vader guy. So yeah, it happens to me sometimes with Fortnite. You know, if the season is good, I'll play it. If not, I'll skip it and wait till the next one. So if Halo comes out that good, then heck yeah, I think people will come back to it. I just hope they really this time they sit down and get uh what's it called, a schedule or program, is it? What's the word for that?
We'll get a
Roadmap,
proper
roadmap.
roadmap set up, yeah.
Yeah.
Roadmap,
and a
that's the word. Yeah,
more
roadmap. Thank
a
you.
more
thank you, roadmap.
realistic roadmap. I think
Yes.
realistically at this point.
Totally agree.
Okay, so you've had Bonnie Ross, you've had all these people that have left, right?
Yeah.
I think realistically at this point, you need to sit back down with these new people, these new heads of teams and stuff, and say, okay, what is realistic? What is realistic? We need to change this timeline. We actually need to look at it and see if this is doable. If it's not doable, push it out. I would argue, and again, we've seen it time and time again, but I would argue if a game comes out and it's a shattered mess, that does way more damage than just being like, hey, we need to delay this out.
Yeah.
Now, there is the other side of that. You can't delay it out to the point where you cancel it. See single player couch co-op. But, if you delay it out to a reasonable time, you say, hey, we're looking at things, we're trying to redial in the team, we're trying to make sure that everything is organized and detailed, and we're paying attention and trying to hit these deadlines. You'll get some leeway from fans and customers of the game if you realistically look at it and make like an honest timeline that you can follow. I don't care if you even have small little pieces of content come out here and there, even if you can't hit like big roadmaps. Do something to make it so you have a constant stream of some content in some form or fashion. Which again, when Forge comes out, that fixes a lot of those issues.
Mhm.
But up until now, we haven't had that, and that's a major bummer.
Can I add one more thing before we move forward though?
Sure, go for it.
Why don't they get the guy who discovered that how to play split screen on or couch co-op? They should get him and hire him and put him on there for him to fix that.
Yep.
Just do that.
And
Just do
and
it.
it wouldn't be the first time that someone off the street has been brought in to do stuff like this
do
for
that.
for games.
Yeah.
That's how you
and-
get talent.
It would make sense. And I really wish, like, in that situation, because I forget what game it was back in the day, but there were a couple that we saw way back in the day where people were like, hey, check out these awesome mods that we've made. And I think Rockstar and one or two other companies were like, hey, we're bringing these people on as actual employees.
Oh yeah, but Bethesda
Todd-
does
Todd-
it all the time.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Todd
Todd
Howard.
Howard.
Todd Howard does that all the time.
Yeah.
Todd Howard, get him
So,
to do that.
Okay,
know,
crazy. You can,
so
you can
stuff
stop
like
that there.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
That was creepy. But no, I that would have been an ideal time to honestly, like, you could have made the news of the day on something like that and made it a positive note and been like, hey, yeah, we see that you managed to make this work. We'd like to bring someone like you in so we can see how you made it work and look into this avenue to see if it's an actual possibility. Something like that could have been a really good, like, PR win. Now, if they had actually done anything with it, if anything had actually come to fruition, who knows? But that would have been a real quick PR win that they could have had. And it went unnoticed, it felt like.
Yep.
But we are going to move on to the second and last big topic of the evening, of which we had Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta man, coming out to defend Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizz.
Hey.
Sorry. That was a lot of Activision acquisition, all that stuff. Say it 5 times fast.
Activision okay.
Yep, exactly. So the company behind the wildly popular social media platform Facebook and Instagram, Meta, as it's now named, recently defended the acquisition of ActiBliz by Microsoft in a series of documents that were previously submitted to regulatory body in Brazil.
Totally agree with Meta. I don't think it's a big deal because I'm gonna ask you all a question. What's bigger, Minecraft or Call of Duty? Simple question. Minecraft is a lot bigger. Minecraft is a lot bigger. Minecraft is a lot bigger. Minecraft has sold a lot more than a Call of Duty. One Call of Duty game, okay?
Yeah.
And you have never seen them lower the quality anywhere of Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft, you can play it anywhere. It's the same Minecraft game everywhere, anywhere, wherever you want to play it. You got Minecraft, right? Yeah. I'm just putting this an example, right? So that's one of the complaints they had, right? Okay, cool. So one of your complaints. Then y'all had another complaint about something else. That it's only going to be for several years. Why? If they said that, you got to sit down and negotiate. Sit down, negotiation, and get things through, you know. Just talk. Just talk. Simple conversations, you know. Make deals like, hey, you know, Microsoft, what do you think this? You know, okay, I can give you this. How about you guys give me this too? Like, okay, we can give you that too. Just simple conversations, you know. And Meta coming out, saying what they said about things coming out in apps and stuff like that. Are they gonna make other companies make big bucks? Or I mean, not companies. Sorry, my bad. Developers make big bucks. Yes, it will. This is something that's gonna get developers to make money. I mean, y'all can't imagine how many games I have bought on Game Pass. I mean, there are people that probably not gonna buy it. I know that. There are people that probably not gonna buy games. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna play on Game Pass. That's it. I'm just not gonna buy it. But there are people that actually do buy games from Game Pass. I mean, the other day I bought the Ninja Turtles game that came out. I bought it for myself. I'm gonna buy the snowboarding game. I forgot that. What's the name of that snowboarding game? Oh Lord, I keep forgetting everything. I'm getting old, guys. Sorry about that. But the snowboarding game, I'm gonna buy it. And that's where I met one of my favorite video game companies, which is Bitmap Beru. I mean, they make pretty cool games. And after I played Xenocrisis, I started buying all their games, and thanks to Game Pass. So is that gonna make them money? Yes, it will. In the future, they're gonna help developers make money. You know. So is Meta right about what these guys want to do, yeah, it's pretty cool idea that developers can get people to jump in their game and play them. I mean, look, we- I got a question for you. Quick question: You suck at parking. Would you ever play it if it wasn't a
Wait,
Game
wait.
Pass? But it's
Oh, if it wasn't on Game
it
Pass,
wasn't a Game Pass. Would you ever play it?
Pro-
maybe.
Me,
But
Maybe.
I'm a fringe case. Um,
probably
See?
not on me.
probably not for most people.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. That's what Game Pass delivers. So yeah, like I said, Meta put out a good point. I like Meta's point. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty fantastic, and I just hope that the CMA people and everybody that sees this just let it go through and just let's see what happens and let these companies sit down and talk to each other instead of going on the air and complaining about it, crying,
So
whining.
so to add on to that a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of talking about what you're saying, where there's more competition and
Yeah.
the ability to like actually promote games and stuff through Game Pass, like that brought more attention. It didn't stop sales. That increased sales, if anything. We've seen multiple devs that have come out and said, "Hey,
Hey,
this coming out to the system actually benefited our sales in a big way." And so like
yes.
that's a really big thing. I think the other thing that they kind of mentioned also that is a very valid point is like as things continue on, like we see more app shops, more available platforms for people to buy games, which increases the numbers of these purchases, but also gets more devs and studios in to making games and making them more available across the board in general. So like there is competition, no matter like going back to the competition side of things, like there is competition even if like some people don't want to see it. Like the market's changing from what it used to be. It's not how it used to be where it was like, okay, you have like in the music shops, right? You had iTunes and you had iTunes and you had like what Morpheus or whatever it was once they started charging you, and there was like one or two services you could buy music in. It's not a situation like that anymore because you look at music and you can listen to music all over the place. And it's the same thing with games nowadays. Is like there's more ability now than there ever has been to access those games in a broad range of different places. And not
Yeah.
just on a single console. It's not like it's locking it only to an Xbox. You can play it on your PC, you can play it on mobile, you can play it on your tablet. Like my son can play Fortnite and stuff like that on his tablet while he's going to school in the morning. So, there's a lot of emerging like business models and stuff that have come up over time. So like the competition, even just on that side of things, of saying like, well, the Game Pass side or this purchase limits that. Like there's still so much competition out there.
Yep.
But
There
sour.
is.
So one of the other things that they did mention, they mentioned some of the companies that they kind of compared it against. They said, we've got competition with folks like you've got EA, you have Ubisoft, you have Capcom, you have Tencent, Embracer. Like you've got all these other ones too. So they showed a pretty good amount of proof saying like, hey, listen, there's plenty here. Which I think is cool. Again, like I don't feel like Facebook, I don't feel like Zuckerberg and those guys needed to come out and do this. But what do you think? Do you think them coming to their aid in this situation was a good look? Do you think this shows also kind of because they've started to work together a little bit on the back end? Do you think this is a positive for them out in the market? Like if this will actually help during these different commission deals that we're looking at right now, if those guys will look at it and actually see like, hey, even these guys see that obviously it's not going to destroy the system if this happens, if it goes through.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obvious that this purchase is not gonna destroy the industry, as a whole. Like, I mean, if they keep purchasing all the publisher, eventually, then yeah, it could happen. But
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Playing a little like devil advocate and defending a little bit Jim Bryan take. The only thing I would give him is that, Call of Duty, in a way, it isn't a game like any other, because like even though there's other games that might even be bigger as a one game, but the thing is that no game has done what Call of Duty is doing, where every year there's a new Call of Duty and it sells so much. Like, no other franchise I believe it's doing it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there's another game that comes out every year and it has so many sales every single year. And that right there, it's especially for them, is scary because that's one of the games that brings them the most money. But at the same time, it's kind of hypocritical because like they're saying like, oh, this game, it could influence people on what console they choose. But then you are actually locking down exclusive content from this franchise. You've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
So now you're complaining. So it's kind of it's kind of like, it's funny. It's funny how he's actually crying about this when he's actually been doing it. So I think because of that and because of many other factors, I think this is going nowhere. I think maybe they're just stalling for time to get as much time as possible. But I think deep down they even know that there's no way this purchase is being stopped because, everything is on Microsoft's side. They have all the evidence. The other take was, that no other competition. And, things are shifting, and everyone is shifting into the streaming services. And, even Tencent announced they're coming with a new device, which is for streaming, and it's coming, I believe, at the end of this year. So I think every little take they had on this to kind of like try to like stop this acquisition, it has backfire on them. And then their recent move doesn't even help them because they're locking down more games. So it's like you're doing the same thing you don't want, you're complaining about. So yeah, that's the way I see it.
I'm gonna add something right there, and something I gotta say on Jim Bryan's behalf. And to me personally, it could be a good move on his side. It could be a bad move, but dude, you're making your brand sound weak. No, I mean that's how I look at it. You're making your brand sound weak. You got so much cool IPs out there that you can actually work at. I mean, you got the Resistance. You could actually make. You got SOCOM. I mean, give me a SOCOM game, man. I want a freaking
Yep.
SOCOM game. I mean, I miss SOCOM. I played the hell out of SOCOM. It actually is something that is something that we had back in the day. Do you remember Silent when we used to play Ghost Recon that way, or when we used to play Rainbow Six that way too? I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, those were the games back in the day. We missed that. You have to enter a house, grab the terrorist, shoot this guy this way, or go through here. One bullet, you're down. SOCOM was the bomb. I mean, you got so many good IPs you can sit down and grab and bring them back, and say, hey, okay, let me bring these babies back. You're probably, gonna get some people, attracted to this whole, the system again. Bring them. Stop like complaining or doing this, or that. I mean, I understand because Call of Duty, especially the content, helps you sell consoles, yeah. But at the end of the day, you're making your brand sound weak. I mean, you guys also have Bungie. Bungie is the creator of Halo, one of the greatest Halo series, which is Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3. Am I right there, Sarah Blow, or am I wrong?
What was the question? Sorry.
No, I'm saying that, but they also have Bungie, which made Halo 1,
Oh
Halo
yeah,
2, and
yeah.
Halo 3, which was actually one of the best Halos out there. Bungie can make them a good shooter.
Well, the
Bungie can make
thing
them a good
is,
IP.
the thing is the contract they have with them.
Oh, I know.
Unfortunately.
Either way, though, they don't have either way. Whichever contract they have, it's gonna make them money. in the future will make them money, and Bungie can make them a good game. Or if not, sit down with EA and work with what's it called, with Battlefield. See how it goes, you know. But like I said, at the end of the day, Jim Ryan's making the brand the week. Was saying that. I mean, bring your IPs back. No, make it better. What do you think, Sour?
Yeah, yeah. Let's let's see what they do. Yeah.
Let's see what they do. I mean, I want to say something though, and I'm asking myself this in my head, like you know, I mentioned earlier, you know, on the South Park episode, like the whole Cartman thing. I mean, I'm asking myself, who will stop this week the whole ABK transition? Is it going to be Nintendo? Will it be a senator? Would it be the president of the Dominican Republic? I mean, who is going to stop it this next week? I'm waiting for them to drop off. Seriously. I'm just repeating all that stuff in my head each and every single week. We see this instead of just letting it go through. I want it to go through already. I want to get that subject done. How about you, Silent? What is your deal with that?
I think it'd be a really nice time once we get to the point where this is no longer a conversation every 2 seconds.
Yes.
Much like, and I know folks are getting kind of tired of it as well as like even just like Halo is like the amount of times that we see this in the news on a regular basis. It feels like it's starting to wrap up. It feels like we're starting to get to that point. But then you get these road bumps, right? Like these little speed bumps in the way. They're like, oh, hey, we're going to look further into this situation. It's like, dude, looking at the data, looking at the market, stuff like that, it's not like it's monopolizing the situation. When third place is buying a sizable like studio or like a publisher or something, yeah, that's effective, but it's still not going to maybe rattle the market in the way that they're thinking. I'm hoping that they're going off of this just from their own judgments, but it feels like some of this feels financially, like I've said before, it feels like some of it feels kind of financially led to an extent. But yeah, I don't know. I look forward to the day, and this is me and my pipe dream, but I look forward to the day when we end up finding out that Uncle Phil is going to surprise us going into Christmas, and he's going to be like, "Ho ho ho ho! I got you an Actabliz. You've got video games in Game Pass now." You know, like something like that. I think would be fantastic.
Totally
And
agree.
I just hope, I hope whatever ends up happening with all this, I think, like I said, it feels like it's a scorched earth scenario. If Microsoft doesn't get this, then I'd be very curious about what Microsoft's going to work on next if this doesn't happen. So it's kind of one of those things of like, okay, well, if they get this, we have kind of a known sum of what we're getting. If they don't get this, that's a whole different game. And I don't know if that's going to be a very pleasant situation for some of their competitors, because they might not just pick up a giant studio that can get nailed for, you know, a monopoly or anyone seeing it like that, but maybe they start picking off all of the support studios, all the other ones that the competition are trying to use or pick up. But that is my thought.
Yeah, I just want this whole thing just to shoo. Go away. Just let it go through. Seriously. and 343. Yeah. Get working, 343. Get working.
At the same time.
Yes, please do. Yes.
But yeah, so gentlemen, do you have any closing statements
Oh yes.
on this?
Well, not on this.
Well, I'll give you one more thing, because you were saying earlier, you weren't sure about any other games that sold at the same rate as like Minecraft or Call of Duty. Granted, I don't think it's on the same level.
Not Minecraft. Call of Duty, like.
Or sorry, Call of Duty. Yes. Madden sells a ridiculous amount every year.
I think FIFA probably too.
Woo!
Well,
FIFA.
not anymore, right?
Oh yeah.
'Cause now
Now it's gonna get ugly.
times are
Yep.
changing.
Yeah.
Times are
Yep.
changing. But gentlemen, do you think it's time to take this thing in, bring it into landing?
Yes, but before that, I like I mentioned, I have some announcement.
Yes.
Stay
Good
tuned,
news.
guys, to our XBI podcast Twitter account, and we're gonna do some giveaway. We're giving away 2 Danny Pena book, which everyone that has been in the chat, we're gonna give you guys an extra entry. Unfortunately, this is only gonna be for US. So if you're not in the US, maybe you have a friend, you might want to, do it as a gift. If you do win it, or if not, it's only in the US, unfortunately, because the shipping it's kind of hard. But we're giving away 2 Danny Pena book, which it's awesome.
You mean 2 copies of
2
Danny
copies
Pena's
of Danny
book
Pena book. Yes.
called Danny Loves Video Games. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. No, it's only for the U.S. region. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. So,
You know what?
can I
Actually, before you jump onto that, I actually wanted to throw a little surprise on that one myself. It's not going to be 2 copies; it'll end up being 3 copies.
Oh, there you go.
Nice,
Nice. 3
nice.
copies.
That is awesome. How about I jump in and throw one? What do you guys think? Should I throw one? Let's see till next week. We'll stay tuned to that. I'll probably throw one. Let's see. I'll have to think about it. But anyways, at least we got one good news though. Metal Hill Singer, isn't it coming out tomorrow? Oh man, cannot wait for Metal Hill Singer. Yes. So Cypher, I think it's time for our descent.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I leave you with today's crazy co-pilot, Crazy Louie, for the outros.
All right, man. Hey, gentlemen, this was a fun episode. Even though our rapid news was a little bit long because dang, that was a lot of games to mention. But either way, we had a lot of fun today's episode. Chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys kept it rocking and rolling. It was a lot of fun watching you guys giving out your opinions and giving out your thoughts and your ideas. Pretty cool stuff today. Really, chat. You guys are awesome and fantastic. Cypher, let's start with you. Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
All right. Well, you can find me all over the internet, cruising around in the different chats for the different shows, hanging out throughout the community, seeing what everyone else is up to. I like to lurk, especially when I'm driving around from work, or if I have a quick second when I'm at work. Unfortunately, my schedule makes it so I can't always chat, but just know that I'm around. I always hear what's going on. I hear you. So if you say anything bad, I get it. It's fine. We appreciate the feedback. But you will also catch me hopefully on, well, I don't know about this Friday if we're doing community night, but hopefully soon we'll start getting some more community nights going soon for XBI. Catch me on there. I'll probably be playing some Saints Row on Xbox this weekend. So if you see me and you want to play some Saints Row co-op, I would be cool with playing some co-op. But most importantly, you will find me here next Wednesday and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on XBI, Xbox International, on the Crazy Louie Gaming channel on YouTube. And yeah, you'll see me hanging out with these 2 beautiful gentlemen, or this one beautiful gentleman and a strange boxing lemon, since Sour's camera shy today.
Yeah, I don't know why Sour's camera shy. Did he? Sour?
I'm
Did you
here.
get the
I'm here. I'm
chancleta
here. I'm
today?
here. I'm here.
Did you get the chancleta today or something?
I'm here. You asked the question and you literally don't even give me
Got a
time
black
to
eye.
respond. No, I told you, I'm reshaping the room. It's a mess right now because I'm moving, but
Silent. He has a black eye. He has a black eye. But anyways,
and anyway,
Sour Blow. So everybody, where they can find you, brother?
anyway, you can find me at SourBlow18 everywhere. You can also find me here every Wednesday, of course. Anyway, stay tuned for on this channel. We're also gonna be uploading some more content. Like I said, I'm gonna do some unboxing. I'm planning on doing my room reveal when I finally get it ready. So stay tuned to that. And also on SourBlow18, I'm still working on the finishing touches on that Call of Duty trailer, which you guys do not want to miss. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
Am I on it?
No, you're not on it. Only the true star is on it. The Papi Chulo boys.
Oh,
But yeah, that's basically. There was some other thing I wanted to say, but you made me forget. But anyway, thank you, chat. It was amazing. Yeah, I had a blast. A lot of interesting conversation today. It was pretty good. I couldn't keep up honestly, but thank you everyone. We truly appreciate it.
I think I wonder why, because you turned the camera off. You left a couple times. Left us alone here. What do you think,
Multiple
Silent?
world records.
Yep, multiple world records today. bro.
World exclusive record.
Yep.
Well, crazy. Where can we find you, my man?
Oh man, simply and easy. You can find me at Twitter at Crazy Louis Gaming, where I do all sorts of crazy stuff and also good morning videos. And hey, if you want to hang out and chat with me, I'm there. And not only that, you all can find me each and every single week on Wednesdays here on Xbox International with my brothers Silent Cypher and Sour Blow going on the gaming news. And next week we have a pretty awesome guest coming on. Oh man, I cannot wait for next week. So guys, like I always say, remember. Let's go. Let's rock and let's get crazy. Yes. See you all next Wednesday. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. By the way, stay tuned to Twitter. We're also going to announce our next week guest, which is a pretty interesting one.
Oh, yes, it is.
All right. So, bye. There's levels to this.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to the XBI Podcast. Please make sure to like and subscribe on the way out. We'll see you next time.